When I came to Washington, D.C., I was a Congressional Black Caucus Fellow working in the office of Congressman Bobby Scott. During that time, I was touched inappropriately, and I brushed it off. Things happened that I dismissed because I didn't want to believe they were happening. In 2013, after approximately 8 months working with Mr. Scott, I went to his office while working on a speech. And during that conversation with him, I said, "So if you go, am I going to staff you for this event?" And he said, "Well, if you go, are you going to be good?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, no, are you going to be good?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, if you're going to be good, then what's the point of you coming?" I replied, "Huh?" Because it didn't dawn on me what was actually the conversation, what was actually happening. He said, "Are you going to flirt with me?" I said, "No, don't flatter yourself." And I thought that I could lighten the mood in a joking way, but anger flashed across his face, and he was disgusted and angry. And I tried to backpedal. I said, "Well, no, so you don't want me. There's plenty of people that you want. There's that lady that always gets you a Diet Coke on the committee. There's the lady who is always following you, that journalist." He said, "I like journalists, but I like attorneys too." At that moment, I realized that I had to get the heck out of there. I tried to run to another office that was headed up by a female member, headed up with female staff, and I ran to the Financial Services Committee thinking that I would find a safe place. When I got there, I was told that the way that I had left my last office was unacceptable and to go back and apologize. I explained that the reason that I had left was because I had experienced an unacceptable and uncomfortable and inappropriate experience with my boss. She said, "Are you accusing him of sexual harassment?" I didn't even know at the time the definition of quid pro quo sexual harassment. I didn't want to accuse anyone of anything. I just wanted to get out of there and save the career that I had worked very hard to accomplish. Instead, I was retaliated against. I was wrongfully terminated. I tell this story because I want women to have the courage to stand up and not be ashamed when they've been railroaded, when their careers have been destroyed, so that they can speak up and seek the justice that they deserve. It's not easy. I've lived in a great deal of fear of retaliation. But at some point, you have to stand up in your fear and find your courage. And I stand here today, not because I'm not in fear, but because I realize that what's at stake is more important than my fear.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.